Good afternoon. You are still with me, Mauraa, from First Euronews. For 1 hour more, I will accompany you to listen to some bright news, some actual news, fresh from the field. And the first is about how global government is tracking poverty. And here is the news. As many as 100 million people in the world are threatened with extreme poverty due to corona pandemic. Based on a statement by Mauraa, the president of the World Bank, in an interview with EFP, quote, on Friday, April 21st, 2020. This happened because of the paralysis of the world's economies, especially developing countries due to COVID-19. Mauraa also said that the situations make it difficult for developing countries to pay off their national debt. Therefore, creditors are advised to reduce the debt of the poorest countries. The World Bank had previously estimated that 60 million people would be threatened with poverty, but the number is now up to 70 to 100 million and could rise if the pandemic is not over. Sadly, 20% of them were contributed from India. A World Bank report found that India has made significant progress and is close to losing its status as the country with the poorest population. However, the Indian government issued a lockdown policy, thus reversing these gains. Although the appeal for social distancing seems wise in various countries, in India it is increasingly showing class differences. Rich people can easily get access to care even though their symptoms are generally mild. Unlike the lower class, it is not uncommon for those who are critical to be forced to scramble to find a hospital with available place. Not only India, the developed and developing countries such as Russia, Thailand, Indonesia, and America also experience the phenomenon of the gap between rich and poor, where this can be a boomerang for the welfare of the country. Concerned about this, the countries that are included in the G20 have committed to suspend the debt of poorest countries until the end of the year. However, Mauraa said that this was less effective in providing economic solutions for countries in the poor. As for the assistance from the World Bank to see this problem, namely providing injections of funds of $60 billion to 100 countries by June 2021 as a bright spot for an urgent emergency in line with increasing poverty. Facing this, Oxfam, the British non-profit organizations, urged world leaders to stop the emergency, namely agreeing to a comprehensive rescue package. From of the package request a sum of $2.5 trillion to assist the vulnerable to the poor. The funds can also be used to pay debts in developing countries in 2020 and to create new international reserves. Maria Ferra, as the acting director of International Oxfam, responded that the G20 finance ministers, the IMF, and the World Bank must provide immediate cash injection to developing countries to help them save the poor and vulnerable. As quoted on EFP Wednesday, April 9, 2020. Otherwise, the world will take heavy risk in this. According to her, the biggest risk if the government does not do this, the war against poverty will go back a decade. Switch Product, president of the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, also spoke on this. He asked all people to fight this virus by explaining that the funds required to deal with the current pandemic were very large. The EBRD also announced a solidarity package of €1 billion. He said that his party was carrying out the second phase of its program. Thus are the news that I will present to you. If you have some critique or suggestion, you may visit us at www.firstmyeuronews.co.id. Lastly, I am and all of the crew of First My Euronews would say have a wonderful day, see you next time, and bye-bye.